Hello, I am Dr. K. Paul Stoller, noting that two large Danish studies, one on mercury, one on aluminum in vaccines, have been widely cited as proving vaccine safety. Some have even implied these exposures are protective. But there's a problem. These are epidemiological studies, and epidemiology has very real, very serious limits. Epidemiology is a tool for generating hypotheses, not proving causation. In fact, here's a simple truth. You cannot prove that sex causes pregnancy using epidemiology alone. Why? Because epidemiology observes correlations after the fact using imperfect records, proxy measures, shifting definitions, and heavy statistical adjustment. It cannot directly measure biological mechanisms, individual susceptibility dose delivered to tissues, or long-term latency effects. Yet these Danish studies are being treated as if they settle the question. They don't. The earlier Danish mercury study reported a relative risk below 1.0 for autism. That number was not statistically significant and showed no dose-response relationship. That does not mean mercury is protective. It means the study couldn't detect an effect within its design limits. But epidemiology has a bad habit. Absence of evidence gets misreported as evidence of absence. Or worse, evidence of benefit. That's not science. That's spin. Fast forward to the aluminum study. This one used over 1 million children and looked at 50 chronic conditions. Sounds powerful until you look closer. Problems include short follow-up windows for diseases with long latency reliance on diagnosis codes, not biological endpoints, comparisons almost entirely within a vaccinated population, and massive multiple comparisons where some protective findings are guaranteed by chance alone. This study does not measure aluminum body burden, aluminum distribution in the brain genetic vulnerability, or immune neurodevelopmental timing, yet it concludes there is no evidence of harm. That's not the same as evidence of safety. Both Danish studies follow the same epidemiological template. Use national registries, compare exposure groups with subtle differences, adjust statistically for dozens of variables, declare null or weak findings, reassuring, ignore what the study cannot measure. Large data sets don't fix weak assumptions. They only give false confidence at scale. These studies often claim no external funding, but that misses the point. Institutional research tied to national vaccine programs carries structural conflicts, even without a check from industry. That doesn't mean fraud. It means conclusions deserve extra scrutiny, not headlines. Epidemiology is useful, but limited. It cannot rule out biological harm, detect vulnerable subgroups, or substitute for mechanistic science. When epidemiological studies are used to declare debate over, science stops, and policy takes over. These Danish studies don't prove mercury or aluminum are safe. They prove only this: you can design an epidemiological study that fails to detect harm, and then call that reassurance. That's not how real science works.